So today we are unboxing an EART guitar, or as I used to pronounce it up to a week ago, EART. I thought it was EART. It's E-A-R-T, but I've come to realize from some folks that it's actually I forget what it stands for, something, and then it's actually ART. So it's like EART. I don't know. Either way, ART, EART. It's a more budget-friendly line. This is the NK-C3 from recollection. Got it on Amazon. I think right now it's $399. When I bought it, it was $255. It's a Strat style guitar. This is the red. I think it's like a flame top red. Let's unbox it, see how it feels, see how it compares. I have a Firefly right there. It's a good comparison to some of the other budget lines like Firefly. It is a little more expensive, but apparently it does come with those nice ball and rounded stainless steel frets. I believe they're stainless steel. Let's unbox it, see how it looks, see how it plays. Probably plug it into the computer, get some tones as well. Let's dive in. This is some super tight packaging. Gonna have to like dump this upside down to get it out, I think. We're gonna try to not knock down these lights like I did when I was unboxing that bucket head style Firefly, which I'll throw in a little clip right now. All right. Whoa! We got lights dropping over here. You can check out that video if you want to check out the full clip. But that's actually an amazing guitar. I love that thing from Firefly. Like I said earlier, this is, I guess you could say, they are more expensive. The EART guitars, or EART, or whatever you want to call, they seem to be a little more expensive than Firefly. So we're going to see if it's worth it. You know what I mean? The Firefly Strats you can get for like $150 sometimes when they're on promotional sale. These EARTs, like I said, they're about $400. Sometimes you can catch them for $3 something, or if you're lucky, like I did, $255 brand new off Amazon. Let's see, packaging seems to be really well. Ooh, that looks like to be a really deep red. All right, so just so you guys can get a little glimpse, that's how the packaging is. We have some little instructional manual. Don't know what's going to be in there. I guess you could teach you how to play guitar in the manual. We have the whammy tremolo bar. Oh, that's weird. Hold on a second. So we have the bar, and then we have another. I don't understand why there's a shorty bar. It's like you have the long one, and then there's this little tiny one. I have no clue. Maybe I just really don't know what this is for. There's the tool that I know about. Then you have your bar. What's the little bar for? What's the little guy doing? I don't know. Drop a comment and let me know. Educate me. Obviously, I have stuff to learn here. But let's check out the guitar. So I guess I'm making this a thing. Just dropped another light. I literally said we're not going to drop a light this time, and I slid in the one from the bucket head, and boom, a light drops. And again, it did not hit the guitar. I'm pushing my luck here. Let me set the light back up. Whew, all right, one day you guys might actually catch me like wrecking a guitar on screen or having all my lights fall on me. I obviously need a bigger area to record. Let's see what we got here. Again, this is the EART, or EART. I'm gonna keep calling it EART because I'm so used to it. NK-C3, they're Strat style. Does not have locking tuners, I could already tell. Does have a roasted maple neck, it looks like. I could pull out the spec sheet. I don't know off the top of my head. Comparing to the Fireflies, those do come with stainless, locking tuners. This one does not have locking tuners, and that is a pretty funky design. Check that out. Look at those. They look like little pebbles. Maybe I'll have some, B-roll footage for you guys to check it out. Yeah, NK-C3 is the model. Designed in St. Louis, I think it says. It's kind of like smeared out. But yeah, these are funky. They look like little super rounded pebbles. So we have, we got some protection here. That neck does look really nice. The fretboard is the same as the neck. It looks like you have that roasted. All right, the body. This is gonna be hopefully what looks awesome. And we're gonna probably modify this if it's good. If I'm gonna keep it, unless there's something absolutely wrong with it, where I gotta return it to Amazon. But if this guy is good overall, I plan to modify it. Let's see. trying to take a peek. I always let you guys see it first. Again, I'm letting you guys see it first. How does this look? I still have no clue how the top looks like. So drop a comment and let me know if this is a good top or not. Ready? Ooh, that is nice. Wow. Do you see that? Of course you do. I showed it to you first. But seriously, that flame top is actually gorgeous. It's like a nice, deep cherry red. That is nice. Let's take this off. Check out the fretworks. Apparently people say that EART does amazing fretwork. Just so you guys can get a full glimpse of it. I'll show you the back. Obviously the back is just your standard, what do we have? Looks like 2-piece, unless they have a really good matching. 4-bolt, that looks pretty sturdy up top there. You don't have like that little slope like you do in the Firefly ones. But wow, might have just hit the mic. But wow, these frets, these things are beautiful. These feel freaking awesome. And they look really, really nice. Similar to Firefly, you have the truss rod adjustment down there. You have these beautiful rounded frets. Zero sprout whatsoever. Let's make sure, and they reach to the end pretty good. It's an HSS configuration, humbucker single, 5-way selector, 1 tone, 1 volume. So unlike your typical Stratocaster style, instead of having 2 tone, 1 volume, we have 1 tone and 1 volume. This bridge looks really nice. Don't know how it's going to function. Looks like it's decked right now. But I like the saddles. They don't feel aggressive. A lot of times on the cheaper guitars, you get those, I don't know the verbiage, but you get those other types of saddles. And they feel pretty aggressive when you're using it and you're palm muting it. This thing, zero roughness going on here. So that's a plus right off the bat. This neck feels really nice. It's not too chunky, not too thin. I would say it's kind of medium. I don't know what profile they say it is. And I don't know if it comes with a bone nut or not. Unless it's just some sort of plastic. I can't really tell. It would have been nice if they offered locking tunage for this price range, because I believe they're trying, or at least in my eyes, it's kind of a competing in the whole Firefly sector. But this top is really, really nice. And unlike some, like I think Sire, some other companies have some that have like a flame top or, you know, sort of. Usually they have like a binding effect to it. I like how this one doesn't have that. It keeps that typical Stratocaster style with like literally everything. This pullback over here, just everything smooth, rounded. Looks like the pickguard is a mint green. Not my cup of tea when you're going with this style. I actually had something in mind. Like I said, if this thing feels good, we're gonna tune it up, strum it to see how it feels. If everything is good with this, my idea is probably go with some sort of black pickguard and then either be funky, maybe do like a HS, like skip the middle, something weird. It's like humbucker in the bridge and a single coil in the neck, or I don't know, we'll figure it out. But something with like black pickguard, cream pickups, cream knobs, this red, something to kind of give it that classy look, but still have some edge to it. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but let's tune it up real quick, see how it feels when we start strumming it. Right off the bat, definitely out of tune. The action seems decent. It seems a little, I'm gonna obviously have to check, you know, the truss rod or check if it's straight. I feel like there might be some bow to it. I feel like we're getting pretty high off the fretboard over here. No fret buzz though, which is good. Sometimes I'll feel it like on the lower or higher, either towards the nut or somewhere in the middle around here. Yeah, overall the neck feels good. I just feel like the I feel like the truss rod needs to get adjusted. I haven't checked it out too in depth, but it just feels like the strings are getting a little bit high around here. I'm gonna assume, just trying to take a peek. I'm not sure, but as long as I can get this thing playing decent, 'cause I feel like it doesn't play great out of the box. And it's specifically the action. All right, I'm not gonna do any more messing around, noodling around, because like I said, I wanna plug it into GarageBand so you guys can hear this thing truly, like, you know, plugged in and everything. It's an electric guitar, not an acoustic. This looks phenomenal though. I'm not gonna lie, in person, this thing looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm excited. I'm hoping I can really dial this thing in. Maybe it's just lowering the saddles a little bit if the neck is straight, maybe just taking away a little bit of that bowing. But overall, if you can get this for $255 like I did, I think it's a great guitar. 400, I don't know. I don't know. The frets are awesome. Firefly does similar fretwork, but I gotta say this one seems to have no fret buzz. Unlike some Fireflies, I've noticed some fret buzz, and I can tell that it's due to high frets, because after the video I did check with a fret rocker. I didn't check this one with a fret rocker yet, but there's like 0 spots where I could hear any buzzing at all. And I don't think it's because the frets, the strings are high in certain areas, because it would still have fret buzz if you had a high fret. So I'm gonna keep this unboxing hopefully short. I don't know how long we got into it yet. We're gonna plug this in, get some sounds out of it, see how it sounds. And then if you're interested in seeing me modify this as well as some other guitars, like this one right here. Right here, this is the Firefly that I was talking about. This one I'm turning into a little Kurt Cobain tribute. Sorry if I sound weird, I have a pick in my mouth right now as I'm talking. See, this one also has roasted maple neck, but has locking tuners. So put that back on the stand. All right, pick out of the mouth. So if you're interested in more content, be sure to subscribe to the channel and take a listen to the rest of this guitar, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot. All right, so I'm gonna slide this in either at the end of the video as like a final impressions, or maybe in between the clean and distortion sounds. I just wanna kind of go over a couple things. One, the frets are amazing, no joke. These things, they're even better than the Firefly frets from my experience, the way that they're rounded and the way that they're polished and the way that they're leveled. I haven't checked with the fret rocker yet, but I have had like 0 fret buzz. These are extremely smooth. There is 0 grit whatsoever. I talked about how it looks, which is gorgeous. The tuners, I said they have this funky shape to them. I call them like pebbles. They almost look like pebbles. They're a little, you know, some are stiff, some are smoother. I guess that's what you get for budget. You know, they're not locking, like I said. They're okay. I don't have long-term experience with them. I just felt like some were a little bit smoother, some were a little bit stiffer. You do have the string trees. These are your more generic, cheaper string trees. The playability, I can't put my finger on it. No pun intended. Like literally, it feels great. The neck, the fret work is amazing. I still want to go with, it probably needs a little setup. Maybe the action needs to get lower. Maybe the truss rod needs to get adjusted. Something just feels a little bit off. I can't, and it's just personal preference. I don't know. But it plays nice, just not great. Again, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. This is coming from someone who doesn't have a ton of experience. But, you know, there's no denying this top looks phenomenal. The pickup selector switch, it's actually really clicky. Very precise and clicky. I've had some where they're kind of stiff and just kind of weird or too loose or something, or they grind against the edges. This one just feels really good. Just something I want to point out. The knobs, they feel good. The top, I already said the top is beautiful. Now, as you can tell, we have 1 tone, 1 volume. I mentioned that before. Unlike normal Strats where you have 2 tones, 1 tone, 1 volume, and because of this gorgeous top, we don't have the jack right here. We have it on the side, which I think is totally fine because you don't want to ruin this gorgeous top. It's beautiful the way they have this flame veneer on here. It looks really nice. The bridge is, you know, basically completely seated back. I think decked is the terminology for something like this. It's just completely back, and you can see the lift over there. So I'm probably going to keep it and modify it and just kind of learn how to set up a little bit better with guitars and everything. I think this is a great guitar if you can get it like I did for $255. For $400, you're kind of pushing things. Even some of the Squires you can get maybe for classic vibe, which I've had too in the past. It's, you know, you're not going to get these beautiful frets or anything, but I'm just saying you have to really think about it. Because even the sound of these are decent, and you can see here, at least my fingertips aren't black. The Fireflies, those strings are terrible. They come with the worst strings, not this guitar, the Fireflies, and they just turn tips of your fingers black. I just have a little bit down there just from sliding and gliding across here. I don't know if it's just from the metal or the way they rounded it, or I don't know. But at least the strings are not terrible for factory strings right from the get-go. And the good thing is you could buy this guitar on Amazon. I'm not saying go ahead and abuse that privilege. I'm just saying Amazon, obviously, they're very good with returns, very easy with returns. But I do suggest to wait until this does go on sale if you're thinking about it. Unless you love it that much, then hey, maybe $3.99, you want to spend it. But for me, $255 was, I think, a great price for a guitar like this. Right now, they're back up to $3.99. I would imagine they'll, you know, go on sale again at a certain time. So hopefully they have more sales, and you know, hopefully this video helps you guys decide if this is a guitar for you or to try out. But that's it. Like I said, I'm either going to throw this in at the end of the video or in between. But either way, if you want to see this being transformed, hopefully more guitar content, consider subscribing, and we're either going to get back to the video or just finish it off. Thanks a lot. you.